Hello viewers, I'm Advocate Kia Rawat from Lexis and Company. Today I'm going to discuss about temporary injunction under Order 39 of CPC. So an injunction is a judicial process whereby a party is required to do or refrain from doing any act. It is a remedy in the form of an order of the court addressed to a person that either prohibits him from doing or continuing to do such a act. Thus, injunction is a relief that prevents the restricts from doing an act or may include the order from doing any act for the purpose of prevention. Now, I'll tell you kinds of injunctions. A temporary or interim injunction restrains a party temporarily from doing such an act, not mandatory. It is a temporary injunction. It is not a permanent injunction. There is a different type of injunctions. First one is permanent injunction and other one is temporary injunction. So temporary injunction is an injunction. It is also known as the interim injunction, which restrains a person from doing the wrongful act for a period of time. So it can be granted only until the disposal of the suit or until the further orders of the court is regulated under the provision of Order 39 of CPC and may be granted at any stage of the suit. Permanent injunction restrains a party forever from doing the specified act and can be granted only on the merits at the conclusion of the trials after hearing both the parties of the suit. It is governed by Section 38 to Section 42 of Specific Relief Act 1963. Now, injunctions are also number 1, preventive, prohibitive or restrictive. That is when they prevent, prohibit or restrain someone from doing something, or secondly, mandatory, that is when they compel, command or order a person to do something. Now another question is who may apply and against whom an injunction may be used. So here both plaintiff and defendant may apply for injunction against each other. An injunction may be issued only against a party and not against any stranger or a third party. Now there are some grounds on the basis of which temporary injunction can be provided. So these are the grounds on the basis of which the temporary injunction will be provided. First of all, property in dispute is in danger of being wasted, damaged or alienated by any party to the suit or wrongfully sold in execution of decree. Second, where defendant threatens or intends to remove or dispose of his property with a view to defraud creditors. Now, third one is where defendant threatens to dispose the plaintiff or other cause injury to the plaintiff in relation to the property in dispute. Fourth one is defendant is about to commit breach of the peace or contract or otherwise Order 39 Rule 2 of CPC, where the court is of opinion that interest of justice so required. Thank you so much. I hope you like my videos. For further information regarding the temporary injunctions, please do watch my video, subscribe my channel, and if you have any doubt regarding this video, please share your doubts in the comment box. I'll resolve all your queries as far as possible. Thank you so much for watching my video.